So today we will be doing the integration API integration in this weather app. So in our previous video we have seen the UI part. So let's say if I enter this Pune here as a city name, if I search, nothing is happening. So for that we have to integrate an API. Let me show you the final application we are doing. So this is our final application. If I enter here Pune and search for it, you can see we are getting the data for Pune. Humidity is 62%, wind is appropriate. If I search New York, then it is 18 degrees Celsius. Humidity is also changing. So we will be building this. So for this, so this was our code. For this, what I'll do, I'll remove this humidity. I'll save. All of these are static data as of now. So we need to integrate an API. So for that, we need certain things. Let's include our so API integration. We will do inside our script .js file using JavaScript. So we'll include a script tag. Here we have to give our script name. So for me, I have kept it as a script.js. So as you can see, it is an empty. So what I'll do, I'll take this here and we'll keep it here. So we can include some of the things like we need some city inputs. We need the references of that. So what we'll do, we'll take the references. We'll create the city input first. ID. So what this is doing, it will give us the element from this HTML. So this is a city input. So this is a city input ID. We need to copy and we need to paste it here inside this single quote. Take the search button. By ID. Then we have here, we have ID as a search button. We'll copy this. We'll paste it here. And that's the city name ID we have to take. Temperature element, temperature element equals to document dot description. We'll take a humidity element. We'll take wind element. So few more things we need. We can change the weather icon as well. We need weather icon, so we will take weather. Weather icon I am taking from here. What is here? You can see weather icon ID. Next, so what we it will not affect anything as of now. You can see nothing has changed because we had just taken the references of all the HTML elements. So work with that. So what we will do, we will add some sample data. So if the API gives us error, that at that time we will show this data, sample data. It will be an object which has a name. This is sample data, so it doesn't bother me much. For icon, what we will do, we'll take let's see 04D. That's it from this, which contains the temperature 16.5. This is basically I am taking it as a sample data because I know how the what is the structure of the API response. So first what we'll do, we'll fetch the API, fetch weather. So this will be asynchronous operation which takes city. So so for today we for the weather API we are using open weather API. You can search this first link, whatever you are getting, just sign up or log in with it. Sign up or log in with it. You can see it has a vast number of features. So for this, once you are logged in, you can see a drop down here. You can see my API keys. You can go there. You can generate a new key as well. But let's say I am generating, naming it as a cloud. Generate API key. You can see here I have generated, but it will take some time. It will take some time for that key to response. So I have already generated this weather key. So I'll copy this. Okay, our code. It will do constant API. We need some API to receive that, right? So as a free account, once you go to this API tab, you can see let's scroll down. You can see there is a current weather data. You can go to the API doc. Okay, what we will do, we'll take this much part. We'll take this part. Okay, just copy this. As we are a free user, so we need that API. We can't use more than that, I think. I have not tested other things, but this is what I tested. So these two things we needed. So first here is your API key and it is API URL. Don't worry, you can't use my API key as I will delete all the API keys from that account. So now let's fetch our data. So this is inside try block. What we'll do, constant response equals to await tactics will give. So we can include our API URL. So encode URI component encodes a text valid component of a uniform resource identifier. So it will encode our string as encode our string whatever we are passing. So we'll pass the city will pass, and we need to pass the app ID, pass API key here, whatever we have, and units we need to pass units equals to metric. So the data will be degree Celsius. Then we'll say if response dot is not okay. If it is not okay, we will throw new error which says what we will have constant data equals to await response dot. Let's console this so you will get to know what is inside this data. Let's say we need to call this function, right? So what we have here, So what we'll do on the city input, there we'll have if e dot key is equals to enter, enter, and so what it will do, whenever we are entering any city inside this text input text, and we press enter, it will it will give us the data. So for the same we will do for this search button. So like if we are entering any city name and we are clicking on the say search, then we'll get the data as well. So let's say we'll add search button dot add event listener. We will say whenever someone clicks on this, we will take the constant city equals to city dot value. What trim is does, like it will remove all the extra spaces from both the sides. If city is available, then we'll call fetch. So as you can see, we are not seeing any sample data whatever we had added. So let's say window dot onload, or let me show you the sample data first. So you can click on right click and click inspect. So you can see here we have a console. Let me add some data. Let's say I have added New York and click search. So you can see we have got the data which has clouds, all coordination which has latitude, longitude. We have main. In that we have temperature minimum, maximum. Then name, sister. There's country, sunrise, sunset. Then weather we have array. Where we have description, icon. Then we have ID. Then what we have here, wind, degree, speed, degree as well as speed we have. So all these data we do have. So what we'll do, we'll use the same data to develop our application. So first what we will do, we will say here we will displaying some weather, display weather. So we need to display this data, right? Whatever we have. What we'll do, we'll display this data, constant display weather. So constant display weather, which takes something which is data. Or you might be confusing like how am I know all these data. So let me show you. We have seen that in console we have data, right? So let's enter New York again. Let's search. We can see here we have an object, and that we have main, where we have temperature. What I have taken here, data.name, data.main.template. The next one is description. So we have shown all the data. Let's see if it is working. Or so now you can see we are able to see this data, but let's say we will give it a some window on load window from content loaded the correct spelling, yeah. Let's see, we have displaying our data. We have sample data, right? So you can see all the sample data is visible here. So now you can see our sample data is visible. London, then this, everything is visible, right? Then what we will do, we will say, yeah. So to test our application, we will say New York. Here we are getting everything, right? So New York and all this thing, but why we are not getting the description? Do we have a description here? Okay. So what we will do, we will say weather of 0 here, and then we have weather of also there, right? Okay. So what we'll do, we will make as we are seeing the description now. The sky, everything is visible. So let's say, so we have to add degree Celsius here as well. I've copied some degree symbol and then see. You can just search a degree symbol in the on internet. You can see here we have. HTTPS. Okay, we forgot to add the colon here. Okay, let's see. Now you can see we are getting the image properly. So if we search New York, we are getting the, I don't know what is this, but we are getting clouds image, everything we are getting properly now. So what we will do next, what we need to do. Okay, so what if we don't have any data, like we don't find any city or like, so if I type this random things, so we are, you can see we are getting error city not found. Okay, so this is where we are getting. So at in that case, sample, we will show the sample data error. So we'll create show error function for this. We'll pass the error. So this style dot display, which allows this dot style allows us to edit the CSS from the JavaScript directly. Just we can see error city not found we are getting. And if we search again New York, we are getting the New York 18 degrees Celsius. So this is how our application works. Let me explain you one more time. So here we are getting all the things, all the HTML tags we need to work with. This is a API key from OpenWeather API, openweathermap.org. You can get it. This is a URL. I'll drop the URL for in the description. What URL you have to use, and also the site link as well. Okay, this is the sample data. If the API function, if user enters some name that is not present in our API, or it is not able to find that city, then we are going to show the sample data, as well as on the Windows load on the starting of the application we are showing this data. So this fetch will work for the API fetching, API calling. So here we are calling the API. this units is equals to matrix, which basically converts the things into degrees Celsius. And then we are consoling the data. I'll just comment this for we are displaying the weather here. If error comes, we are displaying data and we are showing the error. So in the show error, we are just showing the error. Whatever error we have passed, we are showing it as in the HTML tag, and we are displaying the we are changing the style of that display. So we have had a here style display none. We did that, right? So we need to remove that first. So that's what we did in this, and we are making the we are hiding the weather card after that. So in this we are just displaying the displaying the all the data we have got from data or from the sample data. And weather icon, then weather card, then error message as well. So in this search button we have added a event listener as a click. In that we are taking this city input once we have city input, and then what we are doing. So what we are doing, we are fetching this city based on that city name. On the city input as well, we have added a key press. When the user presses the enter key, still that time we will fetch the data based on that particular city name. And this function usually used when the initially when your site loaded, then you need to show some data there. Search New York, and we use search. We got this data. Okay, so this is how our API integration works. So let me know in the comment how you are going to use this API, and let me know what are the UI you are going to create. Please comment your projects. You can paste your GitHub links. I will definitely comment on that, whether it is good or what you can improve. And let me know what you want in the next video. What should we create in the next video? Let me know in the comments.